Attack on Titan Season 4. Today we're going to be talking about its latest opening and for its final season, and this is going to be the magnum opus of this series. It's literally so good that I have to make a 20-minute video as to why it's amazing. And I can't explain how good it is just by words, so I'm going to be analyzing every single frame of this opening just to show you how significant and how they foreshadow so many of the events that it genuinely blows my mind how this isn't a spoiler on its own. Like I am like Twitter agrees with me, and I am pretty sure you'll agree with me at the end of this video as well on how this is like literally the masterpiece of the masterpieces out there. Like season 1, we thought that was good. No, season 1 has nothing on this opening. Like, I've never seen an opening which has enlightened me to the point where I've opened my 6th time. And it surprises me that it allowed me to put on a music so it doesn't get stolen by someone. It was so interesting. Subtle foreshadow. Okay, so this is actually a really subtle nod to the whole idea of that, you know, nothing matters anymore, and that's why this place, which is very plot heavy, and that's where you're gonna see it so many times in this opening, it gets blown up in multiple times too. Like, this opening it makes it clear that it does not like this place. Like, it will get it nuked multiple times, and you'll see this repeated during the entire opening, where things just randomly get blown. And don't worry, like, only plot-heavy things get blown up, like this one specific place, because this shows up in the manga a lot. This is where Eren became his true self, where he finally grew of his first flower, you know, learned his gardening, and he also married Mikasa there. So yeah, like, sorry, I forgot to give a spoiler alert, but obviously I'm breaking down Attack on Titan. Obviously, there's obviously spoilers there. Like, what did you expect? Anyway, so moving on from this banger of an opening. So the ships, yeah, they're pretty plot heavy. I'm pretty sure they're like the main focus of this arc. You know, the ships getting blown up. I think that's what the people over at the manga are doing right now, is where like they go over the boats. I don't know if they want to drive them or blow them up, but obviously I might be wrong, because the opening says it blows them up. So you know, explosions going on. A lot of explosions obviously happens in the manga. They've taken a lot of material from the manga. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this feels like an opening for the manga only, which doesn't make sense, but I mean, obviously, explosions everywhere. That's what Attack on Titan's always been about. Like, people firing artillery, a nuke going off again, and we see a little bit something called shifting into a Titan. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but that's not what the series is about anymore. You know how Season 2 was so different from Season 3? Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening here. Titan shifters are no longer the focus. It's only ships and nukes now. I know about you, Chief, but as a manga reader, this is so cool to see, like, the fact that they only show 2 frames of a Titan shifter, because they're irrelevant anyway, so they don't deserve the screen time on this opening, because this opening is a fucking banger. And I have no idea how the anime onlys can handle this. Like, I as a manga reader, my eyes are just on the back of my skull right now because of how cool this opening is. And honestly, I have no idea how they fit such a masterpiece into the schedule when they have to animate you know, everything else in the series. Yeah, this opening so far, again, a banger. Again, a subtle nod that fuck this place. So after a few nukes, this one main character, who's the main protagonist of this arc, he comes on with a flamethrower, which is symbolic of his character, because he's very fiery as a guy, indeed, which you'll see in the anime. And he has his trusty flamethrower everywhere. You'll see a lot of flamethrowers in the season, because for some reason they developed like this crazy technology where they could fight each other with fire. And they put some oil in their tube, and they decided to, you know, instead of covering themselves in oil, they instead put it in a tub, and now they fire other people with oil, so they get covered in oil, and then put them on fire, because obviously they looked up at their research papers, which is the troll face, and that funny meme which says cover yourself in oil and then fly. You know, obviously they take inspiration from that, and it really goes to show how insightful the writer is in terms of how cultured he is with meme culture, and he obviously had to put this reference in to just so you expect a lot of flamethrowers this season, because that's what it's all about: flamethrowers and ships and nukes. That's what the new season's about. Now, this is actually my favorite metaphor for this entire opening. It's production value. So all those pretty colors in the sky, it's a subtle nod to everyone in the Attack on Titan universe being either bisexual, gay, or lesbian. I'm sorry, all the Eren X Mikasa shippers or Eren X Annie shippers. Eren is actually into Armin, which personally I believe since season 1. And honestly, like it's not even wrong, because LGBTQA plus alphabet, woo, go for them rights. And Isayama, or rather whoever directed this opening, is very friendly to that. So a big plus from the leftist community. But honestly, like I don't even mind the season being this gay, because as a person who read the manga, it's extremely gay. And it's turned from an amazing thriller to a yaoi, and honestly I don't even mind that. Like it's genuinely such a good read. Reading everything between Levi and Eren is it's hot and sexy, and this colorful background pretty much foreshadows that event happening. So yeah, be prepared for that, anime fans. So, the people marching, and you're right, these are the people who don't like this opening, and they all die because of the nukes, because no one can dislike this opening. All those explosions would just happen and them breaking, it's actually a subtle nod to the fact this is actually a Dr. Stone prequel. With nothing left to analyze, thanks for watching, guys, for this first episode of What's in the Opening. And I hope you enjoyed this video, because obviously I analyzed the living hell of this thing. And if you want more openings to be analyzed, let me know in the comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you next time when I actually have proper English. Titans? Nah, this is all about gay men, ships, and nukes, baby. Woo!